Justine with Blue Jay Orchids. Welcome back to my channel. So this is the Tamiami Orchid Festival haul, mostly is the focus. And then at the end I'll put a little bit of the footage that I do have from going to the show on Sunday. And just put music over it. I went thinking I would film and, do all that, but Sunday is just a little crazy and it's kind of hard because I drive all the way there and then I drive all the way back. And yeah, also the haul is filmed inside, which I try not to do, but we had some interesting weather in Florida. In the northern part of Florida, we actually had snow for the first time in I'm not sure how many years. So that was interesting. Had to do a little shuffle. I ended up making like a little greenhouse and hope everyone that has plants in Florida and everywhere else that you guys are doing okay with winter. Let me know in the comments if you guys did the plant shuffle or how your plants did with the shuffle. Oh, and then on top of that, my husband ended up with a few vacation days, so we ended up taking a last minute vacation the day after the shuffle. So that wasn't stressful at all. So I had to do another shuffle really quick because I can't leave plants in my house while we're not here because I just don't have enough airflow for that kind of setup. So yeah, that was interesting. So I'll do a follow-up on all that in the next video, kind of explain some of that stuff. Yeah. But we'll get into this. Like I said, start with the haul, and I'll share the photos of any of the plants that I have that are not in bloom, at least try to. And we will pick up and do a little bit of the show footage. So hope you enjoy, and I will talk to you guys at the end. Alright. Hey everyone, Justine with Blue Jay Orchids. Welcome back to my channel. We have a haul today. And it is a good haul because it's the haul from the Tamiami International Orchid Festival. For anyone who doesn't know or anyone who doesn't follow orchids, it's kind of a big deal as far as show-wise, especially in Florida. But we have a lot of international vendors that come, and it makes for a very fun day. I went for the first year last year. This is my second year going. Don't have a lot of footage of the actual show. I do have a little bit of snippets, which I'll put at the end. So we'll do the haul first, and then I'll put some music and do a few, whatever I have that I found. And I'll post some photos of the plants that I got, because a lot of what I got is not in bloom. But I will start, I'm gonna try to go in order, because that way it's gonna be easier for me to remember. So, walk in, first out of the gate is a grower called Joseph Wu, and they do a lot of novelty phals. So I got a few of those. They're running some specials on Sunday. This one's starting to open but can't see it great. Pretty big, healthy phal. Roots look decent. It's phal rasvinian, I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. If not, I'll take a picture. I'll be able to tell once I start editing. I'll give you a few seconds to look at that. Yep, so got 3 phals from Joseph Wu. I got a coffee. So this is Phal Tetraspis coffee. Has 1, 2, 3 spikes. Plant looks pretty decent. Phal Tetraspis coffee. Flowers are kind of on their way out, so can't really give you a good gauge on that. I'll look and see if I have any photos of it. And then this is an interesting, also a Tetraspis. This is Phal Tetraspis brown gold. And it's a cross of like dark brown and cerulean color. Has 2 spikes. Was not that expensive, so I'll take a chance on this one. Looks pretty fun. And then I don't know if you can make out the tag, but that's the information. Joseph Wu. So those were the first things that got me as soon as we walked in the door. Went with a friend. This was a purchase shortly after. Good Cattleya. It was bare root from an international vendor. So potted it up already. Here's the name for the vendor. I can't say the name very well. Let's see. Chinhon Orchids or something. But this is where my Blue Jay orchid is from, that I found that I was excited about, that's doing really well. It's on my Instagram. I don't know if I posted it on YouTube. But this one is Virat Star Trek Golden Tiger. I think you can see the name. And it has buds. And I got this on Sunday, which is, you know, after everyone's already picked the best stuff. But it still has buds, so we'll see if those make it. But the flower is gorgeous. I'm pretty sure it only blooms once a year, but I've decided I like the flower enough to have this orchid. So excited about this one. And we will move on to the next batch. All right, I forgot one. And this one has a flower. Color's not showing perfect, but it's a beautiful like purpley color with some stripes. You can see the stripes kind of in the back a little bit. Not cooperating. But yeah, pretty big flower on pretty small plant. Thought it was pretty. And then this was the name on this one. Come on. Why is it? There we go. Donna Louise Hieroglyphica crossed with Glory. Okay, so here's the name, I guess. Uh-oh. Foul Donna Louise is Hieroglyphica Glory crossed with Violacea Marlette or something. And then there's the Joseph Wu. So now that's all from that vendor, and we will move on to the next one. This one I was excited about. If it will focus for us. Flower's a little beat up there. This flower's a little better. There we go. Phone's not super happy. But beautiful kind of spotted flower. And then the leaves on this plant. It's like a gorgeous silver. And then, of course, the teapot from Roxy. From Orchid 365. You know, if Roxy's there, I can't leave with at least getting one thing. Let's get the... But yeah, so this is Foul Bronze Maiden Rio. I don't remember the name of the vendor. I'll have to look and see if I have pictures of it. It was an international vendor, I remember that. And then also got Variegated Neo, Vanda Falcata something, but beautiful variegation on that one. And then got Ashoriana, which is a Phalaenopsis species. Beautiful leaves on this and in spike. I mean, gorgeous plant. So that was all from one vendor as well. Was very happy with that. Been looking for that Bronze Maiden. Alright, so these are all from, I can't say their name very well either, but Tangerine, I think. I'll put their actual name and the pictures of the flowers, but had to get this one. LC Sierra Skies, Lennon Blue. This is called Good Days. These were all bare root and I've potted them up. This one had like a basket, so it actually worked out really well because thing's not going anywhere. Same thing with this one. So it's just lava rock and then a top layer of bark. This one is not quite as stable, so I don't want to move it around too much, but Yandung Sweet, I think. Don't quote me on the pronunciation, but pretty good size. This is a beautiful older white Cattleya cross. Cattleya Bow Bells, and actually a name that you can say pretty easy. Let's see about this one. Get you the tag. And then I'll post pictures. Focus. Clondier, Canger. Yeah, it's not focusing. That part's kind of faded, but it's a beautiful color. So I'll post pictures of the flowers, but this is actually a pre-order because going Sunday, you're not going to have as much of stuff left. So I wanted to make sure I came home with something. Oh, there is one other thing. So I'll bring that one up as well. But this was the pre-order, so I'll put pictures of all these. So this is actually, I think the same plant, but doing it two different ways because they just kind of came apart as a division. So have it potted one way. This is Cat's Secret Love, and then mounted. I'm gonna add some moss to the mounted one, but I'll put a picture of that. So that's all from the same grower, the Tangerine. Yeah, I think it's Tangerine. Again, pronunciation of things, not my forte. Growing orchids, pretty good at. Pronunciation, not so much. But yeah, so that's all from them. Put the pictures in and you will see why I picked out some of them. And moving on to some weirder orchids. You're probably like, what are these? These are not orchids. Yes, these are orchids. And they just go and go and go. Isn't that crazy? So I've gotten into these recently. I have a hybrid of this one. This one's actually a species. Paranopsis lambicensis. Come on. Lambicensis. Again, don't quote me on the pronunciation. But beautiful orange, kind of very unique flower. A little bit of a cross between Vandaceous growing and foul, kind of almost. It's interesting. Not quite as much light as a Vanda, but obviously not quite as much, not as little light as a foul. So this is a cross too. I have a picture of what the flowers will look like. I'll just show you the picture because you're not going to be able to see the tag. But I put it on Roxy's bee melt. I'm going to add some moss into the honeycombs, and I think that's going to be a cool look. Not sure what I'm going to do with that one. But these were both from the same vendor, and I kind of wanted to try growing some different things, so I thought this was really fun. Also found this at one of the international vendors. It's a different type of ghost orchid. It's not the Florida ghost, but it is one of the leafless orchids, and it has a base there where it will bloom from and a base there. So it just looked really healthy, and it looked like a fun, plant to try. I think the name of this, hold on, sorry. Here we go. I think the name of the company was called White Plains. But Parisi Sing Fung Club. Yeah, I don't know. You guys try to say it. Let me know how you do. So, hard to say, but interesting. My poor table. So it's on a plaque, and I just tied the plaque to a piece of cork that I had. Just have some extra bit of moisture around it. But yeah, looking forward to seeing what happens. This is the last thing I got. Cute little pink with like a white edge. They had it hanging this way. I flipped it to this way. And it has a little baby there too, which is cool. Just a cute, interesting, different type orchid. Like I said, I'm kind of getting into the Paraphanopsis crosses. Yeah, it is fragrant. Kind of hard to explain the fragrance. It looks like it's named too now. The ID is kind of hard to see. But Paranopsis labicensis, and then it's crossed with, this is a hard word to say, Stephanometrata or something, Stephanadia metrata. But yeah, I'll put the name in the thing, but that's everything I got, I think. I'll double check. But yeah, that's everything. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Looking forward to growing my new acquisitions and seeing how they do. And yeah, just working on getting everything. I keep saying this, but it's true. I have set up some new areas. I keep meaning to get out there and film some stuff. I do have tons of stuff that blooms periodically. The whole seasons have been kind of all over the place because of all the storms and the hot, cold, hot, cold. But I have a few things in bud, spike that I'm waiting on. Excited to share those. And then also, I'm editing this on February 1st. It should have it done soonish. But the Venice Orchid Society show is going on, and I have an orchid in the display, so I will be sharing those results coming up. And I can't go to a show without picking up at least one orchid, so we'll also be sharing whatever orchid I end up coming home with. And yeah, Also have a Orchid Society meeting. The goal will be to not come home with more orchids from there, but we will see. But yes, have a bunch of stuff upcoming, as always. I try to share the shows that I know of in my community post. If you go to YouTube, you can click on like subscribe and like the channel, and then there's like community posts. I try to put shows in there because that way they don't get lost in the videos. And I'm trying to think of. So Venice is kind of happening now. There's another show the weekend after I'll try to find information on. And yes, so show season in Florida is in full swing. So with that, I will leave you all with the usual send off as far as bye for now. Keep growing.